Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Chris, one guy having a big year for this club, leading the team in home runs and runs batted in, Nolan Gorman.
Yeah, Boog, he's one of the pillars of this lineup, and when you have a guy like that that's so consistent and so productive, you want to make sure you can do whatever you can to get him to the plate. Get him as many at-bats as you can in a ball game. If you do that, you got a really good chance of scoring a lot of runs.
So almost ready to get underway and getting to start. Steven Matz, and singing it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
And the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Headed down the line. And that will drop foul. And the pitch. Bounce to the left side. Farmer slings it across. One up, one down. Here's the Pirates lineup now. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jack Sawinski.
He's been on fire at the dish lately, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
That clips the corner. And that's off the inside edge. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The wind of the pitch. Up the middle, Gorman. Nice efficient start to the afternoon. That's 2 out.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Brian Reynolds, the next to hit, takes ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. And that drops in for a strike. Next pitch is outside. And another ball.
3-1.
2 outs. And it's fouled away. And he deals. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
O'Neal Cruz stands in now and watches strike 1. The 0-1. There's a strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Pirates leave one, and now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Back after this on the show. And we're back. And on the hill in this one, Domingo Germán. What do you look for here?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Tommy Edman at the plate. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And the first pitch misses for ball one. That one missed. And the right-hander deals. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
In there at the knees. It's 2-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. This is Dylan Carlson. Foul ball there. And a pitch. And ball one.
One ball, one strike.
That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2. One out, base is empty. And that one is inside.
It's a good take.
On the ground, right side. And he handles it himself for the out. Here's a Cardinals lineup now. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Nolan Arenado.
Well, he's up to a dozen. That's 12 straight games with the base knock, Boog. So fun to watch when he comes to the plate right now. A lot of loud contact coming off of his stick.
Here's Nolan Arenado. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. Foul ball.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner, got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
And that's in the dirt. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Righty delivers. He goes down looking. End of one. And we're still scoreless. New inning getting started. And now it's Rowdy Tellez. Nats measures 6 feet 2 inches, 200 pounds, and he was a second-round pick back in 2009. The pitch. Right through there for a strike.
No ball, one strike.
Just off the outside edge. And the count is 1-1. Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone boot from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers that work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
Kicks and deals. Just off the outside edge. And that's ball 2. And another ball. Got him. And that's the first out.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center, way back there, and it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases, and he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
So digging in, Michael A. Taylor, just off the inside edge. Man at second. Turned on, but foul wide of third. No score here in the second. And that's outside. 2-1. Out front, rip foul. Line to left. Fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. 1-0.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Here's the third baseman, Connor Joe.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike. And misses inside. Taylor leads off first with 1 away. And there's a base hit to right field. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Couple of singles back to back. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So now here's the pitcher, Domingo Germán.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Sack bunt towards third. Arenado. Off balance feed. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Liover Peguero. First pitch, and he just misses. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. That misses. And now 2-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one drilled left field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. One run is in. And he's in at second with a 2-out double. The relay to the plate, and he's out. Knocked down, and that ends the inning. The 2 runs form, and they jump ahead. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Pirates 2 and the Cardinals nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Nolan Gorman. Herman back to work. Pitch misses. Ball 1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
One now. And another ball. The 2-1. On a line out towards center. Sawinski hauls it in, and there's one away.
It was all over that fastball right there. I'll tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Jordan Walker getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off. The Pirates leading by 2 here in the second game of the series. He swings and fouls one off. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Inside, just missed. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They trail it here 2-0. Top half of the third inning, and now the center fielder, Jack Sawinski. Matz back to work. Wouldn't chase that time. So 2 balls and no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes.
That one fouled off. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. And that one is in for a strike. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Reynolds now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Nobody out, runner at first. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Everything came together for him. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off.
No, Boog, I know it's obvious, but you just can't miss Cruz when he's on the field. I've never seen a player like him. I mean, he's 6'7", weighs 220 pounds, and is the tallest shortstop in the history of Major League Baseball.
At the belt and fires. The shortstop takes the ball.
You know, these Pirates doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
And now the lefty. First and second, no outs. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. In the air to left down the line. And that's a foul ball.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
And a swing and a miss. And there's one away.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Here's Rowdy Tellez. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Little chopper rolls foul. Sawinski on second. Reynolds at first. One gone. And that skips in the dirt. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. High fly ball, right field. Carlson settles underneath it. Drops into the glove. And there's 2 away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Out to short. Farmer. Off balance throw in time. And that is the inning. So they strand a pair. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Pirates 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now up for St. Louis, Kyle Farmer. The right-hander back to work. Fought off foul. Right-hander kicks, deals. And a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Here comes a pitch. shoots a line drive single into right center. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. That's inside. Ball one.
One ball, no strike.
The Pirates up by 2 here in the last half of the third. Yeah, that's a little bit high. Now 2-0. Fastball for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Kicks and fires. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Got him looking. One away.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Steven Matz in now. Takes ball one off the plate. And a pitch. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Gets under it and pops it up. Tellez hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down.
Now back, the 17th.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Tommy Edman. That's outside, and that's ball one. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. And another ball. That one misses. And the count is 3-1. Dylan Carlson waiting for a turn at the plate. Base hit center field. Throw in hopes the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Dylan Carlson. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. That's in there. That's strike one. The pitch. And that one fouled off. The pitch. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. So the Cards strand a couple. They trail things here 2-0. And we're back. John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the fourth, Michael A. Taylor. And the pitch. Breaking ball inside. And it's 1-0.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
The 1-0. That's in there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A dive, he's got it. To his knee, the throw. Nicely done for the out.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
Now the third baseman, Connor Joe. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Carlson racing after it. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Ball 1 there. Here's a 1-1. Wouldn't chase that time.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. That one fouled off. 2-2. One down, base is empty.
Whoa. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's ball 4.
Boo, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. The pitch. Bunting, but that's a foul ball. Joe leads off first with 1 away. It's down on strikes. And there are 2 outs. So the Pirates batting order turns over. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Liover Peguero, 1 for 2. And there's the strike. Play from his backside, and that's a great play for the out.
Great concentration to get that one started. He gets the force at second. Glove work at its finest.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go, bottom 4. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Nolan Arenado. The wind and the pitch. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
You know, these Cardinals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around?
And he can't come up with it. That ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a huge number, but anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for almost 2 weeks straight, that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Nolan Gorman. 0 for 1 so far. On the ground, and that's just foul. The pitch. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. That's off the mark. And the count 1-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Way outside, and it's 2-2. In the dirt, but kept close. Nice job behind the plate there. And the righty deals. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
3-2 now. Got him swinging.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Now the left fielder, Jordan Walker.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. And another ball.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. The Pirates leading by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Runner on the go. Lifted in the air down the left side. That gets down for a hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately.
That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for the base hit.
1 away, runners at first and third. And now the first baseman, J.D. Davis. Wouldn't chase that time.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
In the air, left side. Reynolds gets under it. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. He'll score on the sac fly, and it's a 1-run game.
In that situation, you're lucky to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Domingo Germán out of the game, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. New pitcher on here, Roansy Contreras.
But at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and the little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Kyle Farmer up to the plate now.
The shortstop, Kyle Farmer.
Gets the outside corner with that one.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Two outs.
1-1.
They stack center field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
2 on, 2 outs. Line drive. That's a fair ball inside third. Walker is waved home. He comes across to score. The Cardinals tie it up. It's 2-2.
Back-to-back base hits. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
So 2 down. Steven Matz now at the plate. He popped out his first time. Splits the plate. 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, you got to go for the strikeout here. Pitcher at the plate. Attack it just like it's any other hitter.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Righty to the plate. Goes down looking.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
All set for the start of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Jack Sawinski.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Pitch misses outside, and that's ball 1. Activity in the bullpen. Miles Michaelis up and loosening in the pen. The lefty fires. Outside low. Ball 2.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That one close. Ruled the ball. Ball 3. There's a strike. And a big swing and a miss. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And here it comes. Swings and misses, struck him out. Brian Reynolds here. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That's down and in.
1 ball, no strike.
That one hammered center field. Edman going back on it. And it's gone. He flexes his power with that swing. Just like that, they move in front. It's 3-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
One out, base is empty. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup hitter, O'Neal Cruz. And that's downstairs and outside.
So O'Neal Cruz is named after Paul O'Neill. That was his father's idol in baseball, so he named his son O'Neal. In 2022, they finally met each other when the Pirates played the Yankees in New York, and I'm sure that was a moment that O'Neal Cruz will never forget.
And a 1-1. Bounced up the middle. Throws to first in time.
The first baseman, number 44, Rowdy Tellez.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Rowdy Tellez. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Way out front for strike 2.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Misses inside. And that's ball 2. Two down, nobody on. And another ball. The wind of the pitch. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across, and we're at the top of the 5th. That's a base hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Steven Matz won't go any further, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new minute. On the mound now, Miles Michaelis.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Man at first, Henry Davis digs in now. To the right side. They get the force. That ends the frame. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on this solo homer. And the home team down a run. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Bottom of the inning, and here comes Tommy Edman. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. And the pitch. Now that's smacked to right center. And there's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Next to hit, Dylan Carlson. And fouled off. Right-handed reliever. Pitch out, but no action. And a pitch. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Squeezes it.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Here's Nolan Arenado.
Definitely wants to stay out of a double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
1-0.
It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball one. The pitch. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, he's got a cannon of an arm back there behind the dish. A good, accurate throw is just as important in controlling the running game. So maybe rushed his throw a little bit right there. Didn't finish it off. It was high, and I think that's what allowed the base runner to make it safely.
Righty delivers. Fouled off. He was late.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Man at second. That one ripped, but foul. Runner on the go again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. And it's caught for the out.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Gorman in the box now. Takes strike one. Edman at second with two down. And there's a ball.
1-1.
There's a strike.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Struck him out looking.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Michael A. Taylor. Here comes a pitch. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast. And they boost their lead. It's 4-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. So many times a sinker inside is a foul ball off the ankle for the batter. But that time he did a really nice job of staying inside the pitch and getting through it.
And now Connor Joe. And it goes just foul.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Just off the outside edge. 1-1. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. John King, the left-hander, up and throwing. Thompson warming up as well. Nobody on, nobody out, and we're in the top half of the sixth. The wide to kick the pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. And he deals.
Ball.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Kicks and fires.
Ball. Full.
Swung on, belted. That one back there. Tattooed to Tater Town and gone. It just got out of here. And they add a run. It's 5-2. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
So now a pinch hitter, Andrew McCutchen.
Pretty surprised they're going with a pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
Michaelis, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Here comes the 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Got him. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. So the batting order turns over, and stepping in is the speedy Liover Peguero. 1 for 3. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2 runs across in the inning here in the second game of the series. And a foul ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. Pitches in there. And it's 1-2.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Outside low. And the count's even at 2.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
One down, base is empty. That one in the dirt. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Three and 2 now. Liner, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Just a great at bat right there. Saw a lot of pitches. You often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. That one felt good. Their 3rd home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 7-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
So a lefty out of the pen, John King.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Up next for the Pirates, Brian Reynolds. On the corner for a strike. It's 0-1. Still only one out here in the inning. And that one fouled off. And now the lefty up the middle, and that one handled. Tosses to first, and they take care of Reynolds for the out.
The batter, the shortstop, O'Neal Cruz.
2 outs, base is empty. Now here is O'Neal Cruz, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That one's in there, 0-1. Up the middle, dives, and he can't hang on. He decides to hold on to it, and he reaches safely. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Rowdy Tellez. Snap throw to first, and he's out, and they got him. That ends the inning. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Colin Holderman.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Jordan Walker getting ready to hit. And a pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
That misses, and it's a ball and a strike. That smash towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, first baseman, J.D.
Now it's J.D. Davis. And a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. And there's a foul ball. Kicks and deals. Almost got him.
1-2.
Ground ball left side. Throw over to Tellez. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Cardinals, the shortstop,
Kyle Farmer, the next to hit. Ball 1, no strikes. Just missed.
2 balls, no strike.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
2-1.
The 2-1. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. He makes the grab, and that is that. And down in order go the Cardinals. They're down 5. It's 7-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. And now the first baseman, Rowdy Tellez. King back to work. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Left-hand batter waits. And now 1-2. Left-hand hitter waits. That one missing inside.
He missed the zone, but I don't think he missed his spot. That was a good pitch with 2 strikes.
This to third. Fires over to Davis. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Now batting, catcher, Henry Davis.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Henry Davis. There's a strike. And strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
The wind of the pitch. On the ground, right side. Gorman throws on to first. And 2 away to start the 7th.
Now batting, the right fielder, Michael.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Michael A. Taylor. He's already homered here in this one.
No.
First pitch just misses. Bounce to third. Arenado to first in time. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Bucks go down quietly, but they're still on top 7-2. A discussion happening at home plate now, and I think they're making a double switch. Aroldis Chapman on to pitch now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup on the double switch. Number 19, he'll move into the 9th spot in the lineup.
Now playing right field and batting 9, number 19, Jared.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Ivan Herrera.
The catcher, Ivan Herrera.
And a pitch. That's inside. 1-0. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jose Hernandez, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Right through there for a strike.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Here's a 1-1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And there's one down.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And that's in the dirt. Chapman, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a two-seamer, and occasionally works in a splitter. In the air, out towards left center. Makes a nice running catch. And there's two down.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Back to the top of the lineup. And up next for St. Louis, Tommy Edman. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs.
Ball. 1-1.
Falling behind 2-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Two down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the seventh. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And down on strikes he goes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Andrew Kittredge.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
The pitch. Joe leading things off and takes a strike. That misses the zone, and the count even 1-1. On the ground right side. Sends it to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the eighth.
Right fielder, Jared Triolo.
Now it's the right fielder getting his first appearance here in the eighth after entering off the bench defensively. That one finds the corner, and that is strike one. Kittredge goes 6'1", 35 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Edman going back, pulls it in on the warning track.
The batter, the second baseman,
So the lineup flips over. And now the Pirates leadoff man, Liover Peguero. And that's in there for strike one.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the eighth. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Edman makes the grab on the run. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Jose Hernandez.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than one strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Now up for St. Louis, Dylan Carlson. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. The pitch. And that one pulled foul. At the belt and fires. In the air, center field. Sawinski in and to his right, and there's one away.
Up next for the Cardinals, the third baseman, Nolan
Arenado. Next up for the Cardinals. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Action in the pen down there. David Bednar getting loose out there. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Not close with that one. Now 1-2. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
Here's the second baseman, Nolan Gorman. And fires in a fastball at 95.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Two outs. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field.
Really stayed true on that swing. It wasn't an easy pitch. Lefty on lefty. Pitch was a little down, a little bit away, but he committed to it. And his shoulders stayed square to the plate. Didn't try to pull off that ball at all. And that's why it jumped off the bat.
Now a chance for Jordan Walker. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. The pitch.
Oh.
That one missed. Gorman leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And he walked him.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of his zone.
Pirates with a new arm on the mound, David Bednar. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Now it's J.D. Davis. There's a strike. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Gets him to chase after that one.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 3. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Zach Thompson.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And the batter now, Jack Sawinski. He's already homered in this game. The pitch. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. In the air, left field. Sizes this one up. And makes the grab. And there's one down.
The left fielder, number 10, Brian.
So up next, Brian Reynolds.
No matter what, when you're playing this kind of rival, take your game to another level.
Strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
The 0-1. And a curve is down and in. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Giovanni Gallegos preparing to come on if needed. And the pitch. Just missed.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
1 down, base is empty. Next pitch in for a strike. 2-2.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
The pitch. Line drive, caught.
Nice swing and good solid contact. That ball was smoked, but needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate, O'Neal Cruz.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
There's a strike. A little bit low. The 1-2. And a base hit up the middle. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
So man aboard. Rowdy Tellez will hit next. Two outs. Lined, and that's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. So first and second with 2 outs. Up next for the Pirates, Henry Davis. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Two on, 2 outs. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. They say you win.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he deals. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Cruz, the lead runner at second. Tellez at first. 2 out of the inning. pitch misses inside. The count now 2-2.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The throw in, not in time. He's safe. A run comes in on the play.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Derek Shelton bringing a bat off the bench now. Key Brian Hayes looking for a big hit with 2 out, runners at first and second. There's a strike. And here it comes.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
And now the lefty comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here at the top of the 9th. And a swing and a miss. Good job at damage control right there. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, 9. 2 up in inning number 9. It's the Pirates 8 and the Cardinals 2. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Dauri Moreta.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
And the batter now, Kyle Farmer.
The shortstop, Kyle Farmer.
Here comes a pitch. In for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
And that one a little below the knees. And now it's even 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
And another ball.
Okay.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Hopefully he figures it out on the mound because they're running out of arms in that bullpen.
Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
There's a strike. 95 of that one. The Cardinals with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9. Outside low, and the count is 1-1. And the righty deals. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. That's inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And the right-hander deals. On the ground. And foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. Next pitch is outside.
These first two hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Tellez makes the catch, and there's one down.
The batter, the pitcher, Zach Thompson.
So now a pinch hitter for the Cardinals, Lars Nootbaar.
And he's got a little pop in his bat, Boo. Don't sleep on him. He's hit some home runs in the past.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Joe pulls it in on the run.
Now batting, the 17th.
So they're down to their final out. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Tommy Edman. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Pirates take this one in a blowout.
Good win by 6 runs. Always nice when you can win by a touchdown or a couple of field goals. You want to keep that momentum going, knowing the offense can score at will, bring it into the next one and get another W.
8-2 the final here. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Pirates, 8 runs on 17 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For St. Louis, 2 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.